Yeah, so you got Willie Wilson. He really trying to be funny. They trying to torment me because I didn't. This all the social distancing when social distancing happened and the incident happened with COVID-19. They Willie Wilson was mad, and all the people that he could um um try to get to be on his side, but basically the whole city of Chicago, because they were mad. They were trying to say that um they were trying to um that at first they were saying that Barack Obama did everything. It was Barack's fault. It wasn't them. But what had happened is that Eddie McKenzie, the person that EMAC Get Money Millionaires, who used to be in a one shot rack, who used to always be on Facebook, you know, um, uh, with all these celebrities, he had told, he had helped tell on Barack. He helped um, um, tell that Barack Obama was what Barack Obama was doing. And Willie Wilson, and he used to always be with Willie Wilson. Willie Wilson worked with Ceasefire, you know. That's his group, that's his organization, Ceasefire. And Willie Wilson, Willie Wilson was mad because Barack Obama really wasn't being friends with them like he thought he was, or they wasn't really in the Obama office like they thought they was. And he was mad that, it was high expectations about me. Willie Wilson was mad about that. It was high expectations. So they had set Barack Obama up, told what he was doing, nothing worked. And so then Willie Wilson comes and he finds out that he wanted to help Barack when Barack came back. He was hearing rumors and he came back. And Willie Wilson wanted to help Charles, Lil C, and Lil E. He wanted to help them, but he really wanted to blame them if anything failed. But he just was snooping. Willie Wilson was just snooping around. He was snooping around because when the incident had happened, Willie Wilson had it wasn't nowhere for them to go. Everybody, he was snooping around. He was scared because he really didn't trust he didn't trust nothing. He didn't trust nothing, So he was trying to get close to me because he seen, everything going wrong. So now he started, trying to be funny, later on. Right now, he's trying to be funny about COVID-19. He keep on bothering me, harassing me because um, um, he keep harassing me, like a little child, like a little kid. He keep harassing me because, you know, they messed up everything and they believe that they supposed to get something back. But like I said, he kept snooping around because, like I said, I was in the garage. They came back fighting. And what it was is that, Barack Obama came back again and Willie Wilson tried to act like, he wanted to look, he didn't want anything to happen without his name being in it. He didn't want nothing to happen without his name being in it. And right, it was Walmart. That's what it was. They came back and they was stealing that thing. And they thought that, they really set Barack Obama up really. They said that Barack Obama finna come back and he finna take that thing. And they was Willie Wilson came and he started helping Lil C and Lil E. Those was his send-offs. They was doing everything, and he wanted he was waiting. He was just doing. He wanted the credit. He wanted to take the credit at the last minute. So they was doing everything, but he was giving them backup at the end. At the end, and you had he was. They was trying to stop Barack Obama. This is what they was doing. They was really trying to, they was being fake. Willie Wilson was like, "All right, I'm finna let Lil C and Lil E do everything," and they was coming together like they wanted to help Barack Obama, but they really was like, let's meet up. They was meeting up, but they weren't asking about Barack Obama. They weren't asking about him. They weren't asking, like, they weren't looking for him, or they weren't saying his name or nothing like that. They was just they was coming out here, and they wanted Barack Obama to ask them for stuff. That's how it was. When Willie Wilson came out here, and they met up, and they wanted Barack Obama to come to them for things and ask them for everything, and so it wasn't like, okay, if I got it, I give it to you or whatever. It was like, we just wanted to show everybody that you need us. You asking us for stuff. So Charles and Lil Eddie, they was stealing. They came out here causing all the trouble. And Willie Wilson, Barack Obama, he was already, he went for their help. He asked them for their help. But Willie Wilson was really setting Barack Obama up. They was trying to show everybody that he ain't had none. And they was trying to show everybody that Willie Wilson was trying to show everybody that they not really acknowledging Barack Obama, and he acknowledging us in Chicago theirs. They was saying, like, he don't run Chicago, we run Chicago. They was acknowledging him like that, and they was saying that, it's our stuff. They was fighting over everything, really. And you had Willie Wilson was they really was like I said, they was framing Barack, and they really didn't want to be out of company. Everybody meeting up out here, and we don't want to say that, we can't meet up out here. So, we got to come, because if we don't come, then, they're going to say we ain't nobody. So they came, but when they came, it was like, we ain't finna push up on them, because if we do, then Barack gon', tell us, that's gonna show everybody that that we need them, or we don't got nothing. So they was like, let's just meet up, and let's not acknowledge him. Let's not acknowledge him, and let's try to get Maine to sign a record deal. Let's get Maine to sign a record deal. I want for to do that. So they didn't get me to sign no record deal. And so during the time they was Barack Obama, he was in a better shape than he is now. And he was everybody was like really listening in on what he was saying. They was listening in on what he was saying, and it got to a point where um, Willie Wilson was he was helping him. It got to a point. Willie Wilson was helping Barack Obama. He was helping try to um, pretend that it's the he was trying to pretend that, well, he wasn't pretending that it was, what I'm saying, the area, but he would but the way that how much was happening, what I'm saying, they could have pushed me through. What I'm saying, they did not push me through at all. They had what I'm saying, they was trying to make it seem like all these people need to be saved. And that's what it was being fake. It was being fake right there. And um, so, like I was saying, they really didn't come out here to really help at all. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know what I'm saying? It's all about, everything that we already know, that when they came out here, the one Chirac was really leaving Inglewood, and Willie Wilson, all that stuff was really over with. All the production companies, they was leaving. Um, when they was leaving, yeah, that when they was leaving, they was fighting. You know what I'm saying? Bringing people back out here. You know what I'm saying? I guess we had the people that was in the Inglewood, they was cornered. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was jumping on them like, all right, y'all the spot now, y'all, everybody. You know what I'm saying? See that y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all the spot. Now, y'all got the whole city of Chicago, you know what I'm saying, coming to this area, you know what I'm saying, shooting at y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all scared, so they brought a fight. They had to get out of you know what I'm saying, they in the corner, they stuck. They brought everybody out here, and when they did that, you know what I'm saying, they was trying to make a show out of that stuff. And